Budapest, a city of river lights, gilded bridges, and history that never sleeps. Once the site of a broken promise, now in the running to host the deadliest handshake of our age. Volodymyr Zelenskyy versus Vladimir Putin. Not Geneva, not Vienna, not Istanbul, Budapest. The city where Ukraine once gave up its nuclear shield for guarantees that were shattered when Russia stormed in. Ironical, isn't it? 3 decades later, the irony is unbearable. The same city is back, center stage, for a summit that could shape war or peace. Coincidence, symbolism, or trap? Why Budapest, of all cities, for this fateful meeting? We explain. Hello and welcome. You're watching Statecraft with me, Geeta Mohan. The war rages on, towns flattened, families displaced, economies strained across continents, yet no peace. Multiple talks, unilateral ones but nonetheless. Minsk, Istanbul, Geneva, all ended in smoke. Now Washington is pressing harder. Donald Trump has already staged warm-up acts. Zelenskyy in Washington, D.C., Putin in Alaska. He wants the grand finale, both men in the same room, same city. Enter Viktor Orban, Hungary's power broker prime minister, dangling Budapest as the stage. For Putin, it's safe, no ICC handcuffs waiting. For Trump, it's friendly turf. For Zelenskyy, it's uncomfortable but hard to reject. But given Budapest's haunted history, is this really neutral ground or a loaded trap? Budapest isn't just another European capital, it's the city where Ukraine was stripped of its nuclear future. In 1994, Ukraine surrendered the world's third largest nuclear arsenal, thousands of warheads, missiles that could reach Moscow, Washington, even Beijing. In return, Kyiv was promised security. The Budapest Memorandum guaranteed Ukraine's sovereignty, signed by Russia, the United States of America, and the United Kingdom. Fast forward, Crimea seized in 2014. Full-scale invasion in 2022. Russia tore the memorandum to shreds. The guarantees were empty words. Now talks may circle back to Budapest. The irony cuts deep. Can the city of betrayal really host the language of peace? Every conflict has its stage. Geneva, classic, safe, neutral. But Geneva reeks of Western oversight. Too close to NATO's orbit for Moscow's taste. Vienna, the Cold War's favorite meeting place. But neutrality is no longer believable to Moscow. Istanbul, it once held promise. Delegations drafted documents there in 2022. But trust died with the failure of those talks and the city became a symbol of dashed hope. Budapest steps in. Hungary left the ICC. No risk of Putin being detained. Orban keeps doors open to Moscow and Kyiv. For Trump, it's perfect optics. For Zelenskyy, it's bitter but unavoidable. Viktor Orban thrives on contradiction. He rails against Brussels yet enjoys EU money. He criticizes NATO yet stays under its shield. He shakes Putin's hand yet negotiates with Zelenskyy. Trump sees Budapest not as neutral ground but as theatre. This could first be a bilateral, but should it be a trilateral? Picture Trump striding into Budapest's parliament building, two enemies on either side. He claims the spotlight. He brands himself as peacemaker. He eyes history and maybe a Nobel. Budapest for Trump is stagecraft made flesh. For Zelenskyy, Budapest is personal pain. The 1994 memorandum is a wound carved into Ukraine's history. Ukraine gave up its nuclear shield. What did it get? Tanks in its cities, missiles on its homes, mass graves in its soil. In diplomacy, least bad often wins. Not everyone buys the Budapest pitch. Poland, Ukraine's loudest backer, is alarmed. Another Budapest sounds like another betrayal. Memories of 1994 still burn. France frowns too. Macron prefers Geneva, neutral ground without Orban's shadow. Even inside Ukraine, doubts stir. Orban has blocked aid, slowed sanctions, and cozied up to Putin. Can Ukraine risk it? Can Zelenskyy sit under Orban's roof and still claim independence? The skepticism is real. To some, Budapest looks less like neutral ground and more like Moscow's chosen field. A peace summit? Yes, but on Russia's terms. Budapest isn't neutral, it's a chessboard. Orban is the host king, Trump the showman queen, Putin the calculating bishop, Zelenskyy the embattled knight. Every move matters. Every misstep could mean collapse. This isn't just about Ukraine, it's about Europe's future. If Budapest succeeds, the war's tide may shift. If it fails, it adds another scar and the bombs keep falling. The choice of Budapest isn't coincidence, it's a gamble that forces the world to ask, will the city finally deliver peace or script another tragedy for history's books? Thank you for watching Statecraft.